Welcome to another tactic guide, this time for Lord Jaraxxus of the Crusader's Coliseum. This video was taken shortly after the release of the instance, so please excuse the somewhat chaotic positioning of our players. I'll try to explain everything to the best of my ability. The event was skipped to save the time it takes for that gnome to do his summoning and so on. One thing we should point out is that this boss has a huge arsenal of abilities which should all be heeded. You need to watch out for this guy's ability. The battle is starting. The first ability, which can be seen here to the left, is the so-called Legion Flame. Jaraxxus casts Legion Flame onto a player who is then promptly marked by us with a blue square. This gamer should, if at all possible, move towards the back a bit so as to keep the Legion Flame contained to a small area. That would have been a fell lightning right there, but our raid leader dissipated it. It's important to mention the fell lightning. Casters, healers, and the like should spread themselves out in groups of no more than 4. In this manner, you can share the damage of the fell lightning with each other, making it far less lethal than it otherwise would be. Notice all those spawns which you'll have to deal with in 1-minute intervals. They are randomly either Fell Flame Infernals or a Mistress of Pain. The Fell Flame Infernals spawn from these little volcanoes, as you will see in the video shortly. The Mistress gets summoned directly. The volcano is about to appear. There it is. There's the said volcano, out of which a fireball will get shot out, just like that. That spawns the Fell Flame Infernals. Definitely have your ranged damage dealers and casters take out these spawns. The melees may also attack, however it is not necessary, as these spawns only have around 200,000 HP and should go down fairly quickly. One thing that healers should take note of is a debuff that is casted on players called Incinerate Flesh. The player must be healed for 60,000 HP as soon as possible. Otherwise, he will cause other players immense damage and he'll die to top things off. Mark this player ASAP with some symbols so the healers will take notice. Also be sure to give a few rogues the task of kicking Jaraxxus every time he starts to cast anything, as those spells he casts do massive damage, unnecessary damage, which also stacks, making it extremely unpleasant to heal the tank. 2 to 3 rogues that take turns kicking should do the trick. Another interesting ability that Lord Jaraxxus has is a buff that he casts on himself. It's the ability to cast Nether Power. It increases magic damage dealt by 20% for 30 seconds. If you don't have a mage that can steal a spell from him, I'd advise that you have the buff purged or cleansed by a shaman or priest pronto. Otherwise, just make sure to keep away from those spawns that come out from those nether portals, as they deal anywhere between 5,000 and 7,000 damage. As you can see in the video, we've only got about 15% to go. This was our first kill, so it's a bit chaotic. To summarize, always keep your tank in the middle. Have your raid members spread out in groups of up to 4, like I said before, to control the damage dealt by fell lightning. Like with any boss, really, once you understand what abilities he uses and when he uses them and the little signs he gives off, this boss drops pretty quickly, just like a normal boss from a normal weak instance. There's that portal I mentioned earlier, off to the left, as soon as that portal explodes, it releases heavy AoE damage in a 10-yard radius. So make sure to keep clear of those. That was pretty much the battle. The boss is down, the loot is up for grabs. As usual, I hope we were able to give you guys a few tips, so happy looting and raiding.